same stool and playing his guitar.
Ma Ruby tells us that the famous sailor and songwriter still makes it out to this Bahama haven for a juicy beef patty.
Sometime I be in the back or someplace else, and he always know my name, so he know where I be. So he say, "Hi, Ma." I said, "Oh, this Jimmy." He said, "Well, you know what I come for." I say, "Have a seat." This would make it extra good because it's Ma Ruby's bread.
Now, if that isn't a recipe for success, what else is? Famous food and perfect pink sand. Harbor Island is a slice of heaven. Don't forget a cold one to wash it all down. Next up, number 6. We head south to a little-known gem called Fernando de Noronha, an archipelago off the coast of northern Brazil. Until now, it's been the world's best-kept secret beach. These tiny volcanic islands on the Atlantic Ocean are as remote as they are exclusive.
Brazilians so prize their secret island chain, Fernando de Noronha, that they only allow 420 people to visit at a time.
This is an island that the Brazilian government has made a tremendous commitment to preserve, to make it as pristine as possible.
Why all this attention? Most of the island is a national park, which means if you have wings or fins or walk on at least 4 legs, you're in, baby. You're a card-carrying member of the Fernando de Noronha Club. As for the rest of us, get in line. You'll see a lot of these uniforms when you're here. Environmental officers police the beaches, making sure only small groups of people visit certain fragile waters at one time. The easy and popular way to tool around this bumpy island is by dune buggy. For $33 a day, they'll get you to sites like this one. This is the beach at Italia, on the windward side of the island. Here, the waters are aggressive. You're allowed to snorkel right up against the ocean for 15 minutes at a time, if you wait in line. And it is well worth the wait.
This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It's the best 15 minutes in the island because you have all kinds of fishes, all colors, all sizes.
It's really worth it.
Yeah.
But wait, you haven't even taken in the sights at Dolphin Bay. The name says it all. Every October, schools of spinning dolphins migrate to this protected spot. You could call it spring break dolphin style. Because this bay is off limits to people, the spinning dolphins feel free to do their thing. Environmental students keep track of the numbers. Today's count, 1,400 dolphins. Now for another well-kept secret. Take an Atlantis boat tour, and the dolphins just may find you.
We are very slow for them. You can see them chasing the bow of the boats, and they like to chase it.
Scuba diver Lola Frisch has worked the waters here for 18 years. She and other instructors escort tourists on some of the best underwater diving in all of Brazil. Because Brazil is so protective of these remote islands, they remain a magical place, still full of deep discoveries and undeveloped vistas. Fernando de Noronha is a secret to be shared. Coming up, what's the ideal beach for the whole brood? We'll let you in on this Caribbean wonderland. And later, this place has quite the track record, dating back to the Mayans. And before the hour's up, see if you can guess the best all-around beach when World's Best Beaches 2005 returns. The countdown continues, and our experts are on their way to revealing the world's best all-around beach 2005. But first, a place in the Caribbean Isle that knows that kids are people too. Number 5, Palm Beach, Aruba, our expert's choice for world's best family beach.
Just love coming here, the food, the people, the atmosphere.
The happy island.
Yes, it's the happy island.
The sand, it's like baby powder. You walk in it, it clings to your feet like baby powder.
The sand is also the perfect consistency for castle making. The trade wind's gentle enough to lull a baby to sleep. And the ocean? The shoreline is as shallow as a kiddie pool.
It's very, very undeep. No waves, no vicious creatures with big teeth.
The other great thing about Aruba is that it's south of the hurricane belt, so it never has been hit by a hurricane the way some of the other islands unfortunately have.
Safe surroundings and comforting weather may be the priorities for parents. But for kids, it's all about fun. And the resorts down here cater to the under 18 set. From surfing the 2-story water slide at the Hyatt Regency
We're having so much fun!
to fraternizing with the locals.
This one, the name is Lisa.
There's big fun to be had, especially with a membership in one of the hotel's kids clubs.
We take them out to the butterfly farm, we take them on the beach.
So while mom and dad shuffle off to play shuffleboard or get their second wind, the kids can have some in-your-face fun. At the Hyatt Regency, that means making some treats that your parents never let you have.
They're gonna be making chocolate sushi rolls.
I don't like coconut.
The staff is trained in such minor emergencies and has changed many a young mind on the joys of coconut ice cream.
Who's gonna try this?
Me! You tricked me, man. I didn't even know.
I think everyone will love it. Bingo!
Oh, 68.
And when mom and dad are all bingoed out,
I think it's a fix.
they can come get the kids, if they're ready to go.
I went to pick my son up yesterday. The nanny in charge said, come back in 10 minutes, 10 more minutes.
Can't wait too long. Next in line after the nanny is Harold
Better known as Ostrich Dundee.
at the Aruba Ostrich Farm.
It's only here in Aruba you can get so close to these birds. Nowhere else in the world. They love feeding birds and taking pictures. That's the best part here on the farm.
And the best part of Aruba is the chance to relax with all members of your family.
We both are new grandmas, and we are definitely planning to take the grandchildren with us. We have to show our children and our grandchildren what Aruba's all about.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely a gorgeous place.
Yep.
All generations are welcome on this island, making Aruba the world's best family beach. From the best generational beach, we head across the Caribbean to the beach that rocks the ages in a whole different way. Tulum, Mexico. Our experts picked for number 4, the world's best ancient beach. Hear that? No traffic, no TV, no electricity.
Nobody's screaming and yelling.
Just peace.
There's no stress at all here. It's a great getaway.
One thing about Tulum, though, you have to work a little bit for all this mystical energy and ancient ruins. It's not right by the airport, nor is it in Cancun. You have to go a little further afield to get there, but once you do, it's worth it.
Tulum is just 80 miles outside of Cancun, but eons away in spirit.
Just being here is very calming. It's for people that live very active lifestyles, and they want to come back to in touch with themselves and in touch with nature.
Built in 1200 AD, these ruins are masterpieces of astronomy and artistry, and the only Mayan temples to have been built by the sea.
This archaeological site was known as a place that was walled and protected from intruders to come in.
The coral reef kept intruders out. But today, Mayan descendant Florencio Cantún Canil prays to his gods to welcome those who would walk in his ancestors' footsteps.
The beaches must have been really beautiful, and I can just imagine them going to the beach every day.
In the language of the gods, all this part of the Caribbean is called Siancaan. Siancaan means where the heaven begins.
Heavenly indeed. There's a rhythm to this stretch of Caribbean beach that's as ancient as the sea itself. And on some nights, you can still feel it beating.
It's a quality of magic, a mysticism.
Bring your own drum if you want to join the circle.
This place, it kind of opens up your creativity, inspiration.
Although we don't recommend newbies try the fire dancing. If you think you could use some divine intervention, be sure to visit Mayan shaman Daniel Peck, who practices the healing arts of his ancestors.
Well, Daniel can detect whatever is afflicting the person, and he puts attention to that part using energy and touch.
This medicine man also does weddings. For those who want to cover all bases with a blessing from the old gods, the honeymooners can hunker down in traditional thatched huts that are both elegant and elemental. And for those who are ready to kick things up a notch, the ancient Mayan underworld beckons.
All kinds of beautiful formations that have more than 8,000 to 9,000 years old. Miracles of nature, nature creation, pure nature creation.
And best of all, those who dare to enter the underworld return intact.
I've been diving close to 20 years, and this is one of the greatest dives I've done.
No surprise there. Thousands of years ago, the ancients realized that Tulum was magical. And so did our experts. And that's why Tulum earns the #4 ranking for World's Best Ancient Beach 2005. If you love people and lots of action, zip across the Atlantic for lots of bustle in Barcelona, Spain. The experts pick for World's Best Urban Beach 2005. A vibrant city awakes all the senses. You can sense life pumping everywhere you look, all the way down to the marina. Prepare to be entertained, even by the unexpected.
They call me the sailor, el marino. I like very much the sea. It's like I'm very in peace when I see water and the horizon, and it brings a lot of peacefulness to my mind.
So it's peace you're craving? Well, sailor man, you'd better find yourself a new port. There's nothing quiet about Barcelona's beaches. And that's just the way people like it.
You find your own little spot on the beach, as crowded as it is today. You have your own space, and it's just very easy. It's nice because people bring music, so you've got music around, you've got people with families. It's very comfortable.
You feel very secure with all the people around, and everybody has a smile on their face.
Every day just singing, dancing, all day long. Lo bambolino está llegando.
And bearing the biggest grin, meet the man with the hotcakes.
Are you really ready for the show?
Jungle is a fixture on Barcelona beachfronts, but you have to time it right. This donut vendor only rises to the occasion a couple of hours a day. Whereas other beaches are about escaping the masses, Barcelona is all about celebrating them.
I've never seen as many people on one stretch of beach. Everybody's having fun, partying, relaxing. It's just absolutely fantastic. If you want everything for a holiday, Barcelona's the place.
The story goes that Barcelona officials needed to clean up their waterfront and their beachfront for the 1992 Olympics. And they did, and ever since then, Barcelona natives and a few lucky travelers have enjoyed the charms of this beach.
What can you have from a holiday? You have the sea, you have art, you have a museum, you have fun.
That's right. The sightseeing doesn't end at the edge of the sand. Get ready to gawk at Barcelona's most famous figures. These are the works of Antoni Gaudi, an 1880s architect who found his inspiration in the simple things that he found in nature. Gaudi's sense of wild abandon can still be found throughout Barcelona and within the imaginations of the city's free thinkers.
Where's my cold beer? You promised me a cold beer.
If you prefer your paella, Barcelona's favorite dish, without the beard and loudmouth,